Hey guys, if you are an athlete that is struggling with the recruiting process right now, you're frustrated, tired, anxious, then this video is meant to be an encouragement for you as you go forward with the process. It is a hard process. Can't take away the hard. But if it's something that you want to do and you want to accomplish, I'm going to encourage you to stick with it, okay? I was reminded the other day that I was going for a run. I was remembering my time at Kings Point at the Merchant Marine Academy. And the summer before my sophomore year, I was doing drill instructor training. That was something that I had wanted to do, and I was able to do it, and I was really excited about it. It was hard. Gunny would wake us up every morning. I don't even remember so early, and beat us up for the next several hours. And then that just was repeated throughout the day. And I remember one morning specifically that we woke up that morning, Gunny woke us up that morning, we went for a run, and it was the most brutal run that I've ever been on in my entire life. And I ran cross country for 3 years in high school. For whatever reason, he had decided that morning was going to be the morning that he made 75% of the drill instructors that were going through training fall out of a run. And I don't remember exactly how fast we were going, but I swear we did 7 miles, somewhere around a 7-minute mile pace, which again, I ran cross country, but I was not fast. So I could do distance, but doing 7 miles at almost a 7-minute mile pace was hard for me. And I remember there were probably about halfway through the run, we had probably already had half of the drill instructors that were going through training fall out of the run. And so it was a lot of the guys who had trained with Gunny before or were training with Gunny. There were some other cross-country runner guys in there that were doing it for the school. So they were fast and they were fine. I was like at the tail end of this group, just trying to hang on for the mileage that we were doing at the pace that we were doing so fast. And I remember one of the seniors going into his senior year, one of the officers came back. He was helping Gunny with the training. So he was like an assistant drill instructor during DI training. Nice guy. But in that moment, with him running next to me, he was absolutely brutal. Said all of the mean, horrible things you can think of. Bibbler, you're trash. Bibbler, fall out of the run. You can't make it. Your sister runs faster than you. Anything that he could think of to get me off my game, he was trying to do. And for about an entire mile, this is what I had chirping in my ear, was someone just constantly negatively throwing stuff at me. And I had every opportunity to fall out of that run. And he's telling me, Jason, Bibbler, wouldn't call me Jason, Bibbler, fall out of the run, man, get some water, everything will be fine. It starts off as like this, you'll be fine, drop out of the run, like you'll be okay. And then when that doesn't work, then he goes to the negative criticism and all that kind of stuff. At some point he got bored and then ran back up with Gunny. And again, so I finished the run, didn't fall out, got back to the barracks where we were having to cool down and doing some other things. And I remember him walking by and smacking me on the top of the head. This guy who had spent an entire mile telling me awful things about myself. I remember him smacking me on the top of the head going, good job, Bibbler. And that was it, right? For me, that was a big deal in that drill instructor training because I had gone into my freshman year at the Merchant Marine Academy with the notion that I want to be a drill instructor. This is what I want to do. I can't fail any classes because if you fail classes, you got to go to summer school. So not failing any classes, I'm going to make it through DI training. I don't care what Gunny says to me. I don't care what we have to do like physically, but I will make it through this process to the other side. Okay. And so the entire time where this guy, let's call him Ed is yelling at me, telling me I'm trash, telling me to just quit and give up now. The entire time I am focused on that goal of being a drill instructor because that's what I wanted to do. Okay. So it is possible to push through the hard times. Everybody's situation is different. Everyone struggles with a lot of different things. Okay. So tell you that story to let's throw it into some volleyball recruiting. Right. We had a string of athletes commit over the last 2-3 weeks. Okay. Maybe the month. A lot of 2026s going into their senior year got committed. There were 4 athletes specifically that I can think of off the top of my head. Every single one of them, every single one, at one point in their recruiting process, some of them more recently than others, at one point in the recruiting process, every single one of them had an opportunity to bow out. They each had the opportunity at one point or another to say, nah, this is too hard. I don't want to do it. I'm tired of it. It's too much work, right? They all at some point had an opportunity to do it. This coach won't text me back, right? This coach won't email me back. This coach won't call me back. They're not interested anymore. I should just move on to other schools, cross them off my list. And how we help and interact with athletes, I can't ever be mad or upset at an athlete who goes, you know what? This just isn't working out and I want to be done. I totally get that. It is a hard, difficult process to go through. All of these athletes that I'm talking about, I've been super excited about their commitments for this reason, that they had an opportunity to stop, to call it quits and just be done. And I don't think anyone would have been mad at them at that moment, but they didn't. They kept going, right? Hey, Jason, I haven't heard back from this school yet. Do you think I should cross them off my list? I feel like they're not interested anymore. And I tried to say, hey, send them one more email. If they're not interested, they're not interested. We'll wait and get some specific feedback, right? We can go through this process. If you can send one more email, then we can get feedback. Every single one of them was willing to do that. They were willing to send one more email. They were willing to send one more text. They were willing to go to one more camp. And it worked out for each of them that they stayed in the process. One of the biggest factors in this recruiting process for a lot of athletes is just sticking with it. When we talk about athletes that go from high school to college, we're talking about getting rid of 95% of the athletes that play high school volleyball. And only 5, 6, maybe 7 at the high number % of high school volleyball players are playing in college. That's a huge cutoff, right? And one of the biggest factors is them sticking with it. If it's something that you really want to do, if it is really a goal that you've had for a really long time, and this is what you want, stick with it. Send one more email, send another text message to that coach, stick with it. If it's something you want to do, the potential for you to be successful after you send one more email and one more text message, I think is going to outweigh the frustration that you feel at this moment. And again, I totally understand and sympathize with the anxiety and the frustration and the whatever it is that you're going through as you go through the process. But if this is something you want to do, stick with it. You guys can do it. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.